Beats, Pods, and Life Network. You are now listening to Belligerent State of Mind. Damn, this shit is belligerent.
Hey yo, what is good? You are tuned into the Belligerent State of Mind, brought to you by the BPL. That's the Beats, Pods, and Life Network. I'm one of your hosts. My name is D.A.M.E, aka D.A.M.E. Got my man Lou Hall in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's going on? It's your boy Lou Hall in the building, aka get your hand out of my pocket, aka you just stepped on my brand new Nikes.
I don't know what none of that was about, man, but it's all good. Yeah, he's still my man. Yeah. Yo, we also got today my man Prez. What's going on, homie?
Chilling, man. What's the deal? How you feeling, yo? What's going on?
Chilling. Last but not least, man, he like to call himself Recess Pellegrino. We just call him Recess, man.
What's good, fellas? It's your boy Recess. What's poppin', y'all?
What is going on, man? What is the deal, y'all? Chilling.
Oh, man.
We here, man. We here.
Yeah,
We
man.
in the building, man. I want to give a big shout out, man. We got the chat. The chat room is fully open, man. Shout out to Big Lou Hall Senior in the building. What's
What
going
up,
on,
Pops?
brother?
Salute.
All right. We got my man NG.
Yes, sir.
What up, man? G?
Joining us every week, man. We got Sakia up in the building.
What's up, Sakia?
All right. We got Jamelia up in the building too, man. What's going on, y'all?
Shout
What's
out
up,
to
Jamelia?
Mike Jack.
It's Mike Jack. Mike Jack was on earlier, man. Come on back, brother. Come on back through, man.
You know what I mean?
What up, man?
Chilling.
Thanks for checking us.
Without a
We gonna
doubt.
be on same time.
Ooh, every week, man.
Every
the chat is
week.
open, man. Chat is
Yes.
open. You gotta follow us on social media, man. At Beats Positive Life. That's on IG. Pretty much all of our pages and shit. Just check the links or whatever, man. You can join us live every single week, man.
You ain't got the Spotify, you got the iTunes. If you ain't got the iTunes, you got the Castbox. If you ain't got the Castbox, you got the YouTube. Basically, there's no excuse.
We everywhere, man.
And shout out to Linda that just joined in.
Yes, indeed.
Appreciate
What's
you
going
checking
on,
us out
Linda?
again.
What is the deal?
Linda.
So what's popping, my brothers, man? What's good with y'all, man? How y'all week been?
Week is cool, man. Week is cool so far. What's today? Today's Tuesday, so it's still early. Still early in the week. You know what I mean? I'm good. Can't complain. I'm still here, still breathing.
Okay. That's what's up. What's up with you, Lou Hall? What's going on, man?
Man, everything is copacetic, man. You know what I'm saying? It was
Ooh.
a little hot today. You know, temperature, rose, but then I
Okay.
think it was like 73, 74.
What,
And
73,
then-
74 today?
Oh yeah,
Damn.
absolutely.
Mhm.
In the good old, South Carolina, state of South Carolina. And then tomorrow, with this roller coaster weather, it's gonna turn back down to 56.
Okay. Shit. It's not too bad though, man.
Oh yeah.
Got me jealous, man. It was like 30 something up here.
30 or
Snow and sleet and rain and all that.
That's
shit.
where I'm trying to be at.
You trying to be what, New York?
Well, the snow. Let me go ahead and preface that. I want the snow. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the other stuff that comes along with it that's in the air. I just want the
You can
snow.
have it. You can have it.
You sounded like you talking about LA. The smog is gone.
Smog is never going in LA.
Never.
Never.
Oh,
The smog is never gone, and you know what I'm saying, heroes are never forgotten.
Mm.
Damn.
Segway King.
What's going on with you, Big Recess? What's good, man?
Yo, everything is all good. Of course, just like Lou Hall said, weather nice, sun is out. You know, I'm a man of nature,
Ooh.
so you know that definitely feeds my soul.
That's for you, almost beach time for you and shit, right?
Yo, almost,
I know.
almost, yo, and I can't wait.
I know you can, man. You stay at the damn beach and shit, man.
Yo,
But
right
you
now
know,
it's cold, man. Right now it's cold though.
Like
you
what?
know?
Cold like what?
Yo, like 68, you know. Yo, it's funny. Lou Hall said he want to go where the snow is at. Yo, man, and everybody trying to run down here. You like a firefighter. When everybody's leaving, you running in.
hey, you know why? Because I keep saving them. That's what I do.
Man,
I
this
think
guy's
that's
getting,
a
this guy's getting
another
obnoxious
segue,
and
King.
shit, man. I don't
Yo,
know.
give this man a crown, kid.
This guy's getting obnoxious, man. He getting too big for his britches, man. It's so good, my man Lou Hall, man. Yo, we definitely want to thank everybody for checking out the first episode last week, man. We had a real good turnout, man. We definitely appreciate everyone that checked it out, man. It was, it was cool, man. Getting our feet wet again, getting back on this podcast thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. It was an incredible episode. Everybody had incredible intakes for our predictions, and I definitely look forward to going back, listening back to this episode a year from now, D.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But you know what? I gotta dispel already one of your predictions, D.
What's that? Which one is that?
You said that Black Widow is gonna be going to the theaters.
Yeah.
Apparently, they looking at putting it direct to Disney Plus.
Oh, listen, man. That's rumors, man.
Yeah, but it was it's kind of already on the UK Disney Plus page. They got all the different lineups at the bottom of the screen, and right smack dab in the middle is Black Widow. So we can look for that to be on Disney Plus instead of the movie theater.
We'll see what happens, man. Time will tell. Come on with these gossip rumors, man. You come with some facts, man. Hardcore facts, man.
Well, if we talking about facts, yo, tell Sanders I said what's up, man.
That's my boy. It's my peoples, man. Don't worry about him, man.
I see him over there chilling.
Angel over my shoulders and shit, man.
Lou Hall, since you want to dispel one of these rumors, one of his predictions, I want to give a validation to Prez. I felt that, Trump wife was a good lady.
Okay.
She was going to stick by him. The divorce papers have not been drawn up.
They're still trying to finalize a couple of the details, man. They're just finalizing some things. They just don't want to go public with it yet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know about that.
We know you do, man.
Yeah, D, definitely gonna look forward looking back next year to see if the commission, Jay-Z, Nas, Busta Rhymes, if they come together.
We're gonna see. We're gonna hit back. We definitely hit back this time next year, man.
Yeah, man.
See what's good, man. But yo, man, episode 2, week 2, Belligerent State of Mind. Yeah, want to hop into the first subject, man. Exactly. He's an old boy already, right?
Yeah.
Yo, why every time it gets somber in here, man?
But we don't want to make it a somber moment, man. We don't want to make it a somber moment.
It's a celebration.
Man. It's definitely a celebration. But a year ago today, actually, man, we lost one of the greatest. Even before his passing, he was a legend. Even before, like, knowing when people passed, they're like, oh, he was the legend. He was a legend before he passed. He was a legend. He was still playing in the NBA, and he was a legend. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the one and only Kobe Bryant, man. You know what I'm saying? Lost him a year ago today. Lost him and his daughter Gianna, along with some friends and the pilot in helicopter crash, man. So I just want to just talk about them a little bit, talk about his legacy and maybe just basically whatever y'all want to talk about as far as Kobe, man. With me, I just remember, like, for some weird reason, I've been thinking about this for even, like I said, before he even retired, man. Like, for some weird reason, I was following him from when he was in high school. I have no idea why, because like he wasn't going to a team that I rooted. I don't. It was just weird. something just drew me to him. Something just drew me to him. And then I watched the whole NBA draft when the whole NBA draft. He got drafted by the Hornets. He went to the Lakers. I was like, oh, okay, that's that young kid. Okay, that's what's up. Keep my eye on him, man. And then I watched him his rookie year. I was like, oh, okay. I always remember how, I could be wrong, but I remember I swear I remember his rookie year. Is it the rookie year or second year? At the end of where they gave him like the last shot. I think they gave him the very last shot. And then he missed. And then that was the end of their season. And I was like, oh, wow, they gave the kid the last shot. I was like, okay. So to pique up my interest, let me keep my eye on him, man. And then 97, he won the slam dunk contest. And then pretty much from there on, man, he just went on to have like one of the greatest careers, man. Like just a true workhorse, a true mentor to a true example to like young players. And
Facts.
we heard the stories about him, like after a loss, like he would be in the gym shooting till 1 o'clock in the morning after a loss. Some other dudes going to the clubs and all that shit, he's going to the fucking gym and shooting. Like
right.
It was never an accident or a mistake how he became so great. It was never never accident, man.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, like I said, this dude was just like he was always one of my favorite players. And like the day he I don't know, for some weird reason, I remember when they was in the playoff. I think it might have been they lost to the Utah Jazz the year before they won the first title. They lost to the Utah Jazz in the probably Western Conference Finals or something. And he was on the bench crying. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
He's on the bench crying. Yeah, he was on the bench crying. And I said him. That's it. I said he's the fucking one. That day I said he's the one. Just the fact that everybody else that is off, doing, maybe somebody was laughing or something. He was crying, and they won a title the next 3 years after that and shit. I knew he was special from that moment, man. So yeah, man.
God, man, incredible. 5 rings. 2 of them he had NBA Finals MVP. 15 All-Star appearances. 4 NBA All-Star MVPs. And he's the only player in the NBA history to have 2 numbers retired by the same team.
2 numbers retired by the same team.
Where they do that at, son?
Only in LA.
To live and die in LA.
Man.
Yeah, man. I know him passing was like definitely a shock to the whole, NBA community, to the whole, fan of sports, and just people in general that didn't even really follow him. They just knew of him. They knew, who he was, and that was like just rough for a lot of people. It's one of those things, one of those days where you'll never forget where you were, right? You never forget where you were when you heard, when you got that text or when the notification or whatever.
Watching the NFL Pro Bowl.
And I didn't actually listen to anything today. I just kind of like chilled with it because I knew we were going to talk about it today, so I didn't really want to just go, and just remind myself of the situation until we actually sat there and talked about it. So, it was rough. A lot of sad memories. About him. His daughter obviously passing. And it's just like, it just made me wonder, like, the year went by so fast.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it was just, yesterday, literally. Like, it feels like it was just yesterday when I learned of his passing. So, still, and not for nothing, but I was listening to the radio earlier, coming home, and they were talking about all the other NBA greats that passed in 2020. You had what's his name? Wes Unseld that passed. You had David Stern actually passed on January 1st.
Oh wow, that was last year. Oh wow, I don't know.
January 1st.
Wow. Was before then. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah. Cliff Robinson. He passed.
Portland Trail Blazers, great.
Yep.
Portland Trailblazers. He wasn't in the NBA, but of course, Coach John Thompson.
Without a
Oh
doubt.
yeah,
Without a doubt. Yeah, just as big an impact in the NBA as anybody else,
Absolutely.
man.
absolutely.
Utah Jazz coach Jerry Sloan.
Yeah.
Another legend.
And today, I don't know if you guys is familiar, but today, brother named Sekou.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
we just talked about it a little while ago. Yep. Sekou Smith.
Sekou, he passed away. He died from COVID.
Mm.
Yeah, Linda, you said don't forget the current loss, Hank Aaron. Man, that's another shocker, you know. Oh man, when I tell you as far
True
as
home run
Kobe,
king. True home run king. My bad, Lou Hall. Go ahead.
no, you good, you good. When it comes to Kobe, I will definitely say in the entertainment world, there were two people who passed away a year after each other that made an impact on my life. One, of course, who we talk about now is Kobe. The other one was Nipsey Hussle.
Mm-hmm.
And with Kobe brought so much hope. You know, he overcame adversity playing in the NBA. The losses
Coming from Italy.
coming from Italy, straight out of high school. You know, and being the son of a military man. You know, traveling. You know, having to switch schools on a regular basis, meeting different people, you gain friends, you lose friends. Sometimes you don't know what a friend is really, honestly, because you just moving about so much. And then for him to come into the NBA straight out of high school and dominate the way that he dominated, that brought hope. That goes to show that no matter what you do in life, no matter where you go, there's always going to be obstacles in front of you, but you can always hurdle over those obstacles and make it, and he was instilling that same mentality into his daughters, man. It was just, you reflect on life and you like, man, sometimes we sit back and we complain about the smallest things in life, but yet you have someone who lost their life along with their daughter. And then you have the family that's back, trying to pick up the pieces, of their heart that's broken right now. And they're still going through, they're still grieving. So, I mean, it just, Kobe's legacy brings hope. And I hope that even the younger ones coming up, like, people that's my son's age, 10, 11 years old, will look at Kobe and like, you know what? If Kobe can do it, I can do it.
Word. That's definitely, man. Like I said, I mean, dude was amazing, man. It's amazing even to see, like, post career, the stuff he started getting into. I think he won an Oscar. He won an Oscar, right? Like post career.
Yeah, he
Oh
did. He
yeah,
did.
for the
like
it was like a cartoon animation.
animated joint.
Yeah.
Yeah. He started getting into that. He started getting into the like the venture capitalist industry, training people, you know what I'm saying? Training like
Mamba Academy.
Mamba academies and working with the younger NBA stars in the summertime, like Kyrie Irving and what's my man from the Celtics? And shit.
Jason
Tatum, and amongst others, man. Just special dude. Shaq's son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Shaquille Jr., right?
What's his name? Shakir, I think, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's. I thought it was Junior.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
And shout out to Linda with the knowledge. You always coming with the knowledge. We appreciate that. He won the Oscar for animation for Dear Basketball.
Okay.
That was in
There you go.
Yeah.
He's gonna be our fact checker.
Yes.
Honorary.
You're hired.
Without a doubt, man. But I mean, like we said, man, we just been saying pretty much like just a great individual, man, left behind, like I said, left behind 2 kids and a wife and his parents as well. you know, as far as close family members and everything. But we always appreciate everything that he did, man. You know.
And if y'all can't tell, this is a real emotional subject, and we really fighting hard, like for real,
I
for real.
still ain't. I don't know if I ever get over this shit, man. I still, but yo, I got two. If anybody else listen to, it's two interviews that Kobe did. I think he did both of them in 2019. He did one
Mm.
on the Knuckleheads podcast with
Mm.
Darius Miles and Quentin Richardson, and he did one in Up in Smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. Yeah,
Mm.
two excellent interviews. Two excellent. I couldn't even listen to them because I didn't even know that they had interviewed him. Because I started listening to the show after he passed. And then I was like, oh, I can't listen to this shit, you know. So it took me a couple of months, but like he just went, especially just Up in Smoke. He just went like he told him his whole story, man. He went in depth. He went very much in depth. So like I said, Up in Smoke podcast and the Knuckleheads podcast, like two
Mm.
really good sit down interviews. Like I said, it is before COVID, so he's like in the studio with them, so it's real intimate, and they tell a whole lot of stories and very good, very good, very good, man.
So,
Got
And then
anything else?
we also got to shout out Lisa Leslie. You know why? Lisa Leslie shot down the negativity
Mm,
when of his passing. We all know, the negativity, and we don't focus on the negativity. We focus on the positive. You know what
100%,
I'm saying? So uh that's a true friend. Indeed.
100%.
Oh man, D.
What's up, Big Recess,
D.
man?
I was gonna make a joke. You know, I was gonna say you dog head bitch.
Whoa.
That's Snoop when
Oh,
Gail
Snoop said that.
came
Okay.
out of line.
Oh, yeah. And he had to
And
apologize.
yes, but then I'm also gonna say that the man was falsely accused.
100%.
You know, you know, in Denver, they found three other men's semen in Shorty. I mean, come on now, the man didn't do it.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you want him to do? Nate Parker, Birth for the Nation. The whole promo tour was derailed because of, you know, something that he didn't do. He was exonerated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, take it away, Luho.
Shout out
What
to
the
you with
segue
that
is
segue.
this?
Shout out to you with the segue.
The segue.
You the new segue king.
He took your crown, man.
He took the crown, man. I gotta hand it off. Hats off, hats off. So since we're gonna go there, um, over the course of maybe the past week or so,
Mm-hmm.
a movie was introduced to us
Mm-hmm.
by way of Amazon Prime, and the movie is called American Skin.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that by far this year is one of the best movies I've seen in quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Directed by my man, as he mentioned, Nate Parker, who also directed Birth of a Nation. Um, Man, this movie, without getting to any spoilers, because we definitely want everybody to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
This movie was about a um man whose son was shot by a police officer and didn't need to be shot by the police officer. Um, so the movie focuses on what happens to not only once that police officer shoots, the victim, but also what goes on in the victim's family, the thought process, how everything flows together, what goes on with the cops behind the scenes that we don't know about. It just opens that whole conversation for us to talk about. It's like a real good conversation piece, um, and you get to see how someone struggles, or someone that is good, um, and tries to instill into their child, and for their child to get taken away by uh, unnecessary police brutality. That's something that's very current, that's going on right now, or it's been going on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me preface that it's been going on for
Yep.
years on top of years. Um, it just hadn't been shined upon in the news outlets, and ever since, for the past 7, 8 years, it's been really, put into the news outlets. So we're starting to see what has been going on for a long time. And now Nate Parker decided to paint that picture so that we can kind of see, and honestly, to see all sides of the situation. Um,
Yeah,
did
yeah,
everybody get a chance to check it out?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I definitely
Spoiler
checked it
free.
out.
Spoiler free. Lou Hall only told you what you saw in the trailer.
Absolutely. I wasn't going no further than that.
I think one of the things that you got to point out, and you did an excellent job of giving a synopsis, Lou Hall.
Spoiler free.
Thank
Yes,
you,
he
thank
did. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Keep
I
that,
think
keep that in mind for the movie podcast coming soon and shit. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. I think one of the main things is that Nate Parker, his character, watched his son get shot and killed. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, the killing of unarmed black men, we hear about it, and the family hear about it, after the fact. But to be standing there and see your son getting shot in the back and not being able to save him, it's like, to me, that was like, damn.
Mm.
And I think that's why it had to be one of the reasons why he reacted the way he reacted in the movie. And he took the measures that he took in that movie. And I probably would do the same thing, man. I probably would do the same thing.
Absolutely.
So definitely a dope movie in the sense, not so much dope because of the actual,
Yeah.
plot per se, but just like you were saying before, how they spun it and they showed you multiple viewpoints of that particular story. You get it from the cop's point of view, you
Right.
get it from Nate Parker's character's point of view, you get it from the point of view of the prisoners. You know what I mean? And it was definitely eye opening. And a lot of the conversation, a lot of the dialogue that they were having, I was thinking about. Over the last few years, I've looked at it from those different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? I try to put myself in a situation where, or like a police officer's look at it from a police officer's point of view. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely something that, you know, kind of like opened my eyes to some things. And to avoid any spoilers, I'm just going to say go see it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not even, trying to mess it up for anybody. You just got to see it. Just gotta check it out.
Absolutely.
It invokes strong emotions.
Mm.
It almost evokes. It's almost scary because it feels like it'll bring someone to the point of, that is he justified for his reactions? You can never understand the loss of a child, and like Prez said, in front of you, you get it by way of video, if you ever even see any visuals, which is horrifying. I can't even imagine that pain. But to have it in front of you, have it done, it's killer. It's killer.
And not to mention, all four of us have kids. So just to see that happen in the movie, it just like paints this picture in your mind. It's like, yo, that's something that could actually happen in real life.
Yeah.
And I will definitely say, it's a lot of people that'll be in your house cutting up onions. You know what I'm saying?
Without
Just
a
cutting up
doubt,
a whole bunch of onions in there.
I mean, I watched the movie with my wife and we have a 16-year-old son. We watched it with him. He said I watched the movie too, and it was just, like I said, a very emotional movie, very deep movie, and we had a nice little conversation afterwards, about everything, and basically, I mean, the bottom line, just told him that we've been having this conversation with him way before this movie came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially, like I said, he's 16, getting ready to start driving soon, getting ready to start being out. He's already out in the world on his own, for some time right now. And he's about to really be out on the world on his own. And we just said, I'm like, as long as you make it home, you know what I'm saying? You get in this situation, just make it home. Like, even no matter what the situation is, you feel like you're a punk, whatever it is, just make it home. and we can deal with the other shit afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know, so
Yeah, for sure. I used to say that all the time. I was like, just let them lock you up. Don't resist.
right.
You know, don't give them a reason. Just go ahead and let them lock you up, and we'll handle it in the courts.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about something just a little bit later on that is the improper way to actually deal with the wrongings by police officers. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Spoiler alert.
Well,
One thing for sure, Nate Parker is very essential right now for
Oh,
Black
without a doubt.
cinema.
Without a doubt. That's my man right there, yo.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
this movie will basically incite a race riot. Hot take. I don't even mean to say that, D. But you know, it's interesting enough because I'm very interested that Spike Lee had gotten involved in this production. I love what he did with Birth of a Nation, a story that is rarely ever told about the Virginia slave revolt. I just want to know that if there's anything that's stopping this kid from being blackballed, it was so interesting how they tried that promo tour with what happened earlier. It seems like, you know, he got to find the strength to keep on moving because, you know, a lot of people don't want these stories to be told.
Nope.
Mhm.
Nope.
Yep. I made a point to say after the movie, I said, because I didn't see Birth of a Nation. I actually didn't see it. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a point. Whenever this dude makes a movie, I'm behind him. He got my support, man, because he's a strong voice, man. Strong voice in the, you know what I'm saying, as far as Black filmmakers and everything. He definitely got something to say. And it's not the typical story, you know. I don't want to use that word, but it's not the typical shucking and jiving type of story and shit, man. So I'm gonna definitely support my man Nate Parker, man. He definitely doing this thing, yeah.
No doubt. I don't like the way police, and it's the subject of the movie, how they're vindicated so easily, and you have the evidence right there.
It's
you know
crazy,
what I mean?
Man.
And the thing is, it's so crazy how you have supporters of this. You know what I mean? That basically enable the police to act like that.
Yeah.
You know, you got district attorneys that work with the police day to day that don't want to lock them up because, of course, they're, you know, intricate parts in, you know, in other cases, and they're crucial in testimonies in trials. You have the judges, of course, that, you know, they see the cops every day. You know these people go to lunch together when it's trial day.
Of course,
yeah.
You know, and then you have, you know, mayors and governors that don't address the press properly when these situations pop off. And then you have presidents that are probably pardon them when they get locked up.
Facts. Segue.
take my hat off to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
I don't know how I feel
sir.
about these segues and shit, man. You got to put a bow on it, man. But put a bow on it real quick, Luho. Put a bow on it, man.
I'm gonna just say everybody has to go see this movie. Please, Nate Parker's American Skin. You can get it on Amazon Prime. At the moment right now, I'm not sure if it's available anywhere else, but Amazon Prime. I rented it $6.99. If you want to own the movie, $12.99. It's, you know, money well spent. You will not be disappointed. I promise that.
Thanks. Yes,
100%.
indeed. Yes, indeed. So, when it comes to pardons, as my guy Reese has mentioned, you know, there's a gentleman that used to occupy the White House that on his last day he decided to pardon a whole bunch of people. It's just crazy to me, man, because I think this is just like giving certain people the opportunity to do they dirt, you know what I'm saying? Do the crime because they know that particular person in the White House is just going to, you know, give them that get out of jail free card. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I'm just on the fence, man. I'm just on the fence because certain people, obviously didn't deserve to be pardoned, and then certain people absolutely did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, I keep my personal feelings to myself. But
That's why you have a show, Prez. That's why we're here tonight.
Speak
I'm
on
just
it.
saying,
Speak on
though,
it.
He said, I keep
man.
it to myself.
Speak your
Man.
truth.
So, and as I'm doing the research and I'm, looking at this long list of people that were pardoned, I found out that there's a couple different words here that we have to go and look deep into. You got people that were pardoned, then you got people that were granted clemency,
Clemency.
There we go.
and then you got people that had their sentences commutated, right? Is that the word commutated? Communated? Help me out here, Linda. Linda, help me out here.
Communicated.
You said, Linda, help me out.
Yes.
Yeah, commutated.
He had all week to get this word down, man. Isn't it commuted?
So commuted. There you go. There you go. My man D.
And my pops typed it too.
Big Lou Hole said in the chat too. Commuted. Thank you, Big Lou.
Oh my God, we ain't graduate high school.
Yeah. So,
You see, I was never lucky enough to get any of my sentences commuted. That's why I never knew that was an option. I didn't know that was a viable option. I'm very glad they made the legal aid society.
Yo, that shit was dope. I remember that shit. But anyway, sorry, Prez. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. So when you have how you say the word? Commuted. When you have the commuted sentence, that's basically when there's a reduction, right? Either partially or in total of the time that was assigned to you, right? The time you was hit.
You were sentenced, yes.
Right. Versus a pardon, where a pardon comes like after someone has already been locked up, like you already served
convicted.
You was convicted, you know what I mean? You did the time, went through the whole shebang, right? And it could be 5 years, 20 years later, you could be granted a pardon. So, and I'm reading all of this, man, and people was getting pardoned from like shit that they did 25 years ago. I'm like, damn, how does that even work? Like, you mean to tell me like every single year are you applying to get your sentence pardoned, or was it just like out of the blue you was like, I'm just going to submit this application to get my shit pardoned today?
Well, it's the same situations when the lawyers participate them in parole board hearings when they are petitioning.
So they have to actually sit down with the case, they review the details of the case, and then they determine whether or not this person deserved to be pardoned. Which, okay, it is what it is.
Like I said, I had legal aid, man. I never had a viable option like that. So that's legal aid.
You're gonna do your time, son. You're gonna do your time.
And the case won't close for years.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
I'm having flashbacks.
So it was a total of 143 people.
Ooh, that's numbers.
143 that was either pardoned or had they sentences commutated. Commuted.
Yo, my pop says, sound it out, Prez.
Put it like they do in school. Commuted syllables, motherfucker.
Hilarious.
No, y'all gonna kill me for this.
I love it. I'm not the only derelict kid.
So obviously the high profile names was Lil Wayne. He was hit.
Sorry, Prez. Did the man already do like a dime and NY for the gun?
He
Like,
did.
Yes.
He did.
yo, come on.
But what that tells you, man, it's like dudes never learn, yo. Hard-headed never learn.
Nope.
This man, I guess he claimed that he was given the gun as a gift, had it on his plane flying from California to Florida. I guess he was showing it off, and the pilot, I guess the pilot wasn't a Lil Wayne fan.
Wow.
My man radioed ahead and was like, "Yo, this dude got a gun on the plane."
Word up. Either he didn't like Lil Wayne or he was a Jehovah Witness. They don't like gifts. They don't give gifts to each other.
Oh, man.
Just saying.
Oh man.
So anyway,
Hit
the
it.
charge carried a maximum prison sentence of 10 years. Now, he probably wouldn't have did the 10. I'm sure he would have worked it out where he got some kind of like lesser sentence, whatever the case is.
He was
But
doing like
Lil Wayne
3.5.
said, like maybe 3.5 or whatever.
Right.
But Lil Wayne said, "Fuck that! I ain't trying to do no time. So let me go ahead and pull up on this dude Trump. You know what I'm saying? Get this photo op going and shit.
Him and this one little dread that's hanging.
You know what I'm saying? With a funky ass outfit. I don't know what kind of outfit
I
that
don't know
shit
what he
was
was
on.
wearing, man.
No,
I don't
who
know.
called the
Nobody-
fashion
Platinum
police?
FUBU.
That shit was
Whoa.
crazy. But he made sure that it was red, white, and blue. You know what I'm saying? You peep that to make sure that he's trying to show that he's like, I guess, respectful of the country or the American, whatever the case is. So my man ended up getting his pardon. He got his pardon.
Yes.
To the gun charge. And it is what it is. The world have their feelings. Some people were like, "Oh, he a seller, he sold his soul to the devil," and all this and all that. But I mean, if you have the opportunity to get out of jail, maybe you do anything you can to make sure that happens. You know what I'm saying? So it just lead me to believe the whole thing behind him selling his masters, man, was that like as a way for him to raise some funds.
No, remember,
so
he didn't sell his master. I thought he sold Young Money's masters, not his masters.
That was partial.
It was it was his too.
It was his too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was his too. It was his too. Like he had to get some cash up, man, so he could go pay that visit, drop that bag off to that man. Number 45.
Wow.
That's why he wore them crocodile jeans to see Trump.
Man. She crazy. She crazy. So from Lil Wayne, you go to Kodak Black.
Ooh, now he should stay in there. Sorry, just for what he said about Nipsey Hussle wife. Don't come on, man.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, yo.
Yeah.
You gonna add that to the
I forgot about that. This dude here got caught with firearms on the way to a show up in Canada, trying to cross the border.
What's wrong with these fools, man?
I have no idea,
Those
man.
dumbasses.
I have no idea. Had all kind of weed in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, they think it's a game, man. They do think it's a game. And that wasn't even the charge that got him thrown in jail. He was already facing charges on falsifying federal documents to purchase like 3 guns. And so that was the reason why he actually went to jail in 2019.
And let's not also forget, when they let him out on bail, he does a show in Florence, South Carolina, and also gets accused of rape.
Rape. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
That sentence is not
has nothing to do. Has nothing to do with what he got off for. He got off for the gun charge.
Okay.
But that rape charge, that shit is still pending.
Okay.
Exactly. He has to show up in court in Florence, South Carolina.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. From Kodak Black, we go to Kwame Kilpatrick.
Kwame
Kilpatrick.
This motherfucker here.
This motherfucker right here.
Former mayor of Detroit, Michigan.
Out of control, yo.
Got sentenced to 28 years.
Tell him, Prez.
28 years for obstruction of justice and money laundering and all kinds of like underhanded like bribes and you know what I'm saying, both him and his father, You know what I'm saying? His father was accused. His father didn't get hit with as much time. His father only got hit with like 15 months. But they were taking bribes, they were taking kickbacks to try to get businesses, certain businesses business contracts with certain contractors. So it was a mess, man. It was a mess. They even said that through all the financial turmoil that he caused the city, they actually started the city of Detroit on the road to being bankrupt.
Wow.
Yeah, like they're hurting right now financially, you know. So they saying he played a huge part in that. So he had his sentence commuted and ended up getting off early.
You got the word right.
Ended up getting off early. So now we all know that he's a piece of shit, right? But
100%.
here's the thing though, looking at some of these charges and seeing these sentences that they get sentenced, they're getting sentenced to a lot of time when somebody from a different persuasion would be getting like a light little slap on the wrist,
Word.
you know, or they might get hit with time served, or they might get hit with probation. So not saying that he shouldn't have did jail time, but is the 28-year sentence, does that really fit the crime? You know what I'm saying? That's something also to consider, you know. It's like, that's why I was like, you know, I'm on the fence with some of these joints, man. It's like the way some of them sentences was getting handed out, was like, would he have gotten the 28 years if he was in? You know what I mean? So going through a couple other names, do you guys know who Desiree Perez is?
Desiree Perez?
Desiree Perez. This young lady is the CEO of Rock Nation.
Okay.
Huh?
Yes, indeed. She's CEO of Rock Nation. This young lady, she's like spearhead with a whole bunch of different businesses that Rock Nation is in charge of. This young lady was hit with drug possession and grand larceny back in 1994.
94.
Yes, son. Yes, son. Remember, I'm telling you, these are people that was arrested, went through trial, did the jail time, got out, started a whole new life. They're asking for pardon so that it could be wiped from their record, essentially. You know what I mean? Because she's done a lot, you know, she's done a lot for the community since then. You know, she made her mistakes back then or whatever. And I guess that stain remains. So what they do is, you know, because they're, you know, upstanding members of society now, they want to have that stain removed. So that's why I was like, damn, 94? I was like, and she just now getting that shit pardoned? So like, what was going on all them years? You know what I mean? So it's just again, like, I'm just like, shit is weird, yo.
Prez. I thought you said in there. Remember, I told you I was about to jump in and say, remember I mentioned that. I mentioned that before, Prez. We were talking about a specific subject. Yes. I said we were talking about a specific subject about the snitching culture. And remember, I had mentioned the CEO of Rock Nation was a cooperating witness in her case.
Oh, see, I don't remember that, bro. I didn't remember that.
D, do you remember me mentioning that?
I remember something about that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, but hey, man, look, it is what it is, man. When you facing time, when you're facing real time, I guess people are gonna do different things. Some people are gonna take the time, like your boy, what's his name? Roddy Rebel and what's this other guy, man? Schmurder. Yeah, you know, they're gonna stand on they too, and they're gonna do the time. And you got other dudes like that rap bastard, which we will name this. The man, I won't mention his name.
Has two numbers.
You know what I'm saying?
Inadvertently flipped.
Rainbow bright ass motherfucker. You know what I mean? Taking everybody down for some dumb shit that he should never even been a part of.
Exactly.
So but yeah, man. So it was just a bunch of people, man. They had a dude named Shalom Weiss. Shalom Weiss. He was pardoned. He's pardoned 18 years into a 835-year sentence.
Damn.
835 years, believed to be the longest ever white-collar prison sentence because he was involved in some kind of insurance fraud. Crazy.
Damn.
Crazy. But a lot of it was like marijuana, drug offenses, first-time offenses. Cats is getting hit with 20 years, 15 years for first-time offenses. So, obviously those sentences, I could see why they're being pardoned and commuted and whatnot. But a lot of these other white-collar criminals, and I mean, it just, I don't know. Like I said, man, some of them I'll be like, nah, I'm not letting you out.
Now, there was one other person that you didn't mention, a guy by the name of Michael Harry O. Harris. He is one of the co-founders of Death Row. His sentence was commuted as well.
Yes, that's right. I did see that as well. That's the one that Snoop, that's the dude that Snoop was trying to petition for.
Yep.
Yeah, and that plays a part too. It seems like all of these people, they have to have somebody that's kind of like speaking for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to write them a letter of recommendation, I guess you could say, as to how this person can do good in the community, or they've been doing good, or they've helped people pass their GED while they were locked up, and you know what I'm saying? All these things that I guess this pardon appeals board takes into consideration, and the president takes into consideration. Yeah, very interesting, man. Very interesting.
It's funny when you said the sentence was 835 years. Harry O, convicted of operating a multi-million-dollar drug operation in the 80s with the Cali cartel, was in jail since that's 40 years.
Wow. He been in jail that whole time, huh? Wow.
Yeah, man.
Had no option of parole.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But that's pretty much it, man. We'll see what happens with those cases, though. With the Kodak Black case. See if they stay out of trouble, man. Like, you got pardoned by a motherfucking president of the United States. That to me means your ass better never ever get a parking ticket, jaywalk. I don't want to see you littering. You know what I mean? Like, because think about it, like you got another chance to really get out there and do some good. So don't be out there fucking up again.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
The sad thing is sometimes they fall back right into the same trap.
I had never learned.
All right.
So we talked about Kobe Bryant passing earlier, and then also obviously we Linda mentioned the great Hank Aaron. Any thoughts on that? Like, I don't really follow baseball too tough, but I know, like, with him specifically, he was basically I don't even know how to put it, man. I guess he's the GOAT, one of the GOATs of baseball.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
He was the first to actually break Babe Ruth's home run
record. Right. Home run king. Real
he was absolutely the home run king.
Yep.
And arguably the greatest baseball player in history. Right. If you would try to compare him to a sports figure right now, you would probably say LeBron James. He played 25 seasons, 21 all-star selections. It's so funny because he hit over 240 home runs after the age of 35.
That's crazy.
And even when he passed Babe Ruth's record at 714, he went on to hit 30 more, went to 755. He started his career with the Milwaukee Braves, and he was there for the transfer over to the Atlanta Braves.
So wait, so that was the Negro League?
That's professional baseball. He was first in the Negro Leagues at the age of 18, I believe, with a team called, I think it was the Cincinnati Clowns.
Okay.
You know, and then the Milwaukee Braves bought him for $10,000.
Wow.
You know, the greatest investment, you know, that they could have made, man. They did not know. Yo, Jackie Robinson was in 1942. Hank Aaron came on later on in 1952. So it still seems, and they played each other. Even Jackie, there's a story where Jackie Robinson was on the field where Hank Aaron was on base, and Jackie Robinson went over and put dirt in Hank Aaron's shoes. And Hank Aaron's like, yo, this is my idol. What? I can't believe he's putting dirt in my shoes. What are you doing? And Jackie Robinson said, I got to slow you down somehow.
Wow.
Because not only was he an incredible hitter, he was also an incredible base runner. What people don't know, he used to steal 30 bases routinely a year.
Word.
You know, and he was a triple threat in every which way or shape or form. People say he was a second baseman, but they said when you hit like Hank Aaron, you're going to find a place on the field for him. So they gave him right field. You know, and that's another thing. You know, they say he's a terror on the bases. Yo, you know, he's the all-time MLB leader in runs batted in, RBIs. He's the most.
Wow.
You know, and I think he's the greatest hitter. Ted Williams, Willie Mays. These are the greatest players of all. He wipes them any day of the year. You know, he was catching batting titles, batting 350. Now, in any sport, if you 310, 300, you know you're a great hitter. He was routinely getting over 355. You know, I mean, it was a tragic, you know, thing with Hank Aaron because he wasn't revered by the press as much, only because they said he was bitter. But you got to understand, he went through some worst things, just the worst things you could imagine.
Look at the times.
You know, I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you how I could express that to people listening now, because you think, shit, LeBron got nigga wrote on his front fence just a couple of years ago. What you talking about?
Yeah. Facts.
You know, but they think that's racism. No, how about, you know, you traveling with a team, but you can't sleep in the same hotel that they sleep in. You can't go to the same bus stop, the same white area. You said whites only, bathrooms, whites only. You can't drink at the same water fountains, colored only. You know, the death threats was incredible. You know, I mean, there's death threats with they're sending him pictures of monkeys saying, die, nigga, we gonna do this to your family. You know, and the thing is about it is that he was going after Babe Ruth's record, which is a renowned white cultural icon figure in all sports. You know, when you talk about Babe Ruth, they done fucked up. And you know, the man, listen. You know, he told a story also as crazy as like he got one letter that said, there's 3 things you can't give a nigga: a black eye, something else, and a job. And he was like, this is why I go hard, nigga. This is why I go hard. And in 1957, when he won his only title, because they say, you know, it's all about the rings, but he went against the mighty Yankees. That's like Kyrie, what he did when, you know, I would say when Kyrie and LeBron did to Golden State is the only comparison I can make. But you can't even imagine in 1957, you know, you had Drysdale, you had, you know, the biggest players that you hear on all over sports, even to this day. You know, when you hear play for anybody that's into baseball, whenever a record is being broken, you probably hear an old Yankee from that team that had that record prior.
Mickey Mantle, you know what I mean? Somebody like that. Roger Maris.
Yes.
Those type of names.
You know, man, it's crazy. So he went through a lot. We have to take this time out basically just to say that, you know, we could never imagine and fathom the type of, you know, adversity that he faced. And then they, you know, and we don't even want to, we disregard what they say. I disregard what they say. I would be bitter too. Everybody say the same shit. I'm not even allowed to travel with my own team. You guys boo me. They throwing rocks. It was actually when he made one of his first appearances, when he got signed over to the Milwaukee Braves, they had to stop the game. They had to stop the game because they were throwing rocks and they were hitting the first baseman because they couldn't reach him at second base. You know, he's a legend. In his first at bat, he hits a home run. What do you think has happened? What do you think happened on the second at bat ever at the plate? He hit another fucking home run. Yo, this guy is fucking remarkable, man. You can't make up stories about this dude right here. You know,
greatest of all time. It's crazy
I would say he's the greatest. He's the GOAT. He was the greatest of all time. I
don't like I said, I don't follow baseball that much, but I don't never really hear them talk about him in that way, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't really big him up the way they probably should be bigging him up.
But that's the reason, because the mainstream media, you know, they were trying to vilify him. Even though
to this day, though, even to this day.
Absolutely. You know, they know they fucked up. You know, because even when they try to honor him, he said it was in 1970 something in Atlanta. They try to honor him, and they asked him, "Is there anything you would like? Any special requests you would like?" You know what he asked for? It was April 6th. You know what he asked for? A moment of silence for Martin Luther King that just got assassinated 2 years earlier, and they denied him. Too many stories. I could actually go on, but that's too many stories, man. He's the GOAT, greatest of all time, of all time, by far.
Doubt.
Good shit, man.
That's what's up.
What about I just heard for the first time, again, I don't follow baseball, but this shit just happened to be on the radio today. They said that there will be no selections to the Baseball Hall of Fame this year. Like, nobody made the cut. I was like, what? I was like, how was that possible? Like,
they just cut it because of COVID?
It had nothing to do with COVID. It's just, I guess there's a selection committee, you know, obviously there's a selection committee, and then they get a group of players every year that they sit there and they look at their stats. And I don't know, for some reason, somehow they said, nah, nobody got the bare minimum stats that they need in order to be considered a fucking Hall of Famer. I was like, huh? I was like, I don't make no sense though. Because every year you got players that retire. You know, you got players that retire, and then I think you gotta wait 5 years to become eligible to be inducted to the Hall of Fame. They said, nope. I guess nobody was worthy. You know what I'm saying? So, and they even go back 10 years, 12 years, or whatever. Like people like Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire and all of these people, they're still eligible because they haven't gone in yet. So they're I guess their application or their stats get renewed every year. Nah. They said, nah, we're gonna sit this one out this year, fellas.
Has anybody from the '86 Mets made it to the Hall of Fame?
They made it to rehab. I'm sure they made it.
You know what? This is where I'm not gonna stand here. I'm not gonna sit here. All right.
They try to make me go to rehab, and I said no.
Yeah.
But shout out to Darryl Strawberry. He actually really doing better with his life though.
Is he?
Yeah, he got a good wife. He's into the church now. They really they got some type of website. My mom said text me maybe a little over a week ago, but
okay.
His wife is helping him now. He's on a straight and narrow.
That's what's up.
Good stuff.
Not making his nostrils narrow. You know?
Oh, damn, Luho, why you gotta go there, man? I mean, the man trying to get his life in order, man.
I know.
But yo, Big Prez, man, one of our favorites, man. Man. He Dave Chappelle, man. What's going on, man? What's going on?
Dave Chappelle. You know, it was reported that, you know, he ended up contracting the coronavirus / COVID-19. But he's asymptomatic.
Okay, cool. That's good. Cause
Mhm.
we ain't trying to lose Dave, man. Like enough is enough of the bullshit, man. Enough is enough, man.
For
For
real.
real, man. He definitely he tested positive. He had to cancel a whole bunch of shows in Texas.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's been doing a lot of shows in Texas for the last, I think I'd say 3 months, 4 months or so.
Okay. Oh, that long? It's been that long you been down there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
He has like a residency out there.
Okay.
A ranch.
Oh,
In a
oh,
ranch, right?
oh, fucking Austin, right? They in
It's
Austin?
called in Austin, yeah.
Okay.
A spot called Stubbs Creek something amphitheater.
Okay.
Kinda like the setting where we were able to participate and see
Yes,
Dave Chappelle live.
Shout out to Dave Chappelle's Juke Joints, New Orleans,
Yeah,
2018. My
Lou love bringing
Yes,
that
sir.
shit up, yeah.
And my pops was there too, you know.
This is up. This is up, man. So I think he picked that particular spot because being that it is an amphitheater, it's like outdoors.
Okay.
So you're able to, the regulations are a lot more relaxed for outdoor settings as
Yeah.
opposed to indoor settings.
I said, but I heard Donna Rollins was saying that they was actually testing the crowd though. They was giving
They
like,
test
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah,
Oh no,
yeah.
they test everybody.
Everybody.
He don't play. It's not like, he's just willy-nilly out there being
Bare
reckless.
faced.
Mm-hmm.
No. He's, he's masked up and all that, and daily temperature checks and rapid COVID tests, and then, testing all the audience members as they come in and testing all the performers. It's just that shit, like, it's in the air. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like sometimes it's you can do all the right things and still catch it.
Mhm.
So they were trying to say, some people said Joe Rogan might have gave it to him, or I think he was chilling with Elon Musk. I think, a couple of days before, whatever the case is. But nobody really knows, man.
Yeah.
You don't know who that person is. You don't know who the spreader is, really and
Facts.
truly.
It can be just passing somebody. It can be as simple as just walking past somebody in the hall and be in the bathroom with somebody next to them in the funeral with somebody. It could be,
Easily. It could be you grabbing the doorknob of somebody else that had it,
Yeah.
and you wipe your nose or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's just there's no way to really, identify who you really got it from.
Hell, I stepped outside a couple of weeks ago and started coughing uncontrollably. I was like, "What is this? COVID?" I went and got a test immediately.
Man, anytime we feel any kind of shit, like, oh shit.
For real.
Yeah, man. Start being like, damn, yo, could this be it? Could this be the one? You know what I mean? So I feel like I hope everything's gonna be okay. It's like he said, he's asymptomatic, which is a good thing. He's not laid up in the hospital, nothing like that. He just gotta boost up that immune system.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully he's back to normal. Real soon.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. Shout out to
Yeah,
Big
man.
Dave, man. We ain't fucking around with that, man.
Nah, not at all.
We ain't fucking around with that. But yo, my man Recess and Lou, man, y'all want to wrap it up, man. Y'all want to talk a little football and shit, right?
Before we get into football,
All right.
remember earlier we were talking about the movie American Skin, and we were talking about police brutality and how you're supposed to act, especially when you get pulled over. What we're trying to teach our kids. Well, I want to say maybe either yesterday or the day before. Today I happened to look at the news and I just happened to see my man Trey Songz.
There we go. Oh no.
Trey,
What's up,
Trey. Man, the story is Trey was at the game, Kansas City game. He was getting heckled by different fans in the crowd, and they was going a little too much. And so basically they started the situation. So a cop comes, and instead of going towards the hecklers, they immediately go to the black man, which is Trey Songz, and basically, harassing him about the situation. One thing led to another. Police officer tried to grab him, and this nigga put him in the headlock. The headlock and wouldn't let go. I mean, he had that good form, like he was on WWE. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, like the Chris Benoit like crossface or some shit, right? He had
Exactly.
that cop good, man.
R.I.P. to Chris Benoit.
Oh man.
But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
put him in the headlock. It's all over the place, all over TMZ.
Mm.
But as I was saying earlier, that's what you're not supposed to do. Like, do not try to put this man in, put the cops in the headlock. You know what I'm saying? I understand everybody's feelings. I know everybody is upset. You know, temperatures rising, but yo, don't put the man in the headlock. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to suplex that man.
That shit could have went really bad.
Exactly.
Man. Really
And the cop
bad.
had a gun.
Yeah.
Cop had a
Yeah.
gun.
Crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't hear that. I didn't even know.
Oh, you ain't hear about that one? Yeah.
I missed that one.
Videos all
Damn.
over the place. Yeah, he had the cop in like the choke, like a real UFC choke. And
Like
he
he
was
was
bringing him
about to
down.
Jake the Snake.
Yeah, about
DDT him.
about to DDT him. And then the other people was coming, other security and cops coming grabbing him, but
Man.
woo, and it was Trey
Yeah.
Songz and shit. Yo, it was fucking Trey Songz. I'm
Come
like,
on, Trigger. Keep going.
It was bad, man. It was bad.
Speaking of bad, man, we didn't talk about that versus battle the other night.
Oh my God.
Y'all ain't even
Oh, come on.
You know what? Y'all ain't even talk about this shit in a group chat. Y'all was last time I remember seeing y'all was saying, "Oh, it's coming on," and then I had nothing for the rest of
And
the
then they
night.
had nothing else. Yo, I fell asleep on that shit.
So
Man.
give these people some context, yo.
What happened?
We got everybody here listening. Bijane, Brian was good.
Oh,
Brian in the
Paul was
building.
good.
What's going on?
Linda Lewis, Sade, Angie, Zakia, everybody. Listen, give him some context.
Man, listen, I know I have put it in the chat, right?
Well, you ain't
I
even
remember-
seeing this shit, man.
But nah, check
Somebody
it.
that
No,
watched
What
it.
you didn't see? What you didn't see, Prez?
I put it in the chat, right? I was like, my homeboy hit me up. He was like, yo, that Keisha versus Ashanti about to pop off, yo. That Keisha Cole versus Ashanti. I was like, oh shit, that's right. I forgot. You know, it had got postponed because I think it was
Stop
supposed
lying.
to go
You
down.
was in your crib like 21 Savage singing along to every Keisha Cole song.
I should have cheated.
That's my girl. That's my girl. I ain't gonna front. I mess with KC for real. And, you know, but it had got postponed because Ashanti had caught coronavirus back in like November, December, or whatever.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
So
From
I
a
pull up.
family member who gave her a hug.
Oh, that's what she said?
That's what she said. I'm not
Whatever,
being
man.
funny, Lou. That's what she said, though. Go ahead, Prez.
So I pull up.
Back in the
You know, I was like,
fade.
all right, let me check this joint out. You know, R&B princesses from 90s or whatever, early 2000s. So after a few minutes, you don't see nothing, just watching a screen with 2 chairs and shit. Like, damn, all right, here we go again. It's going to be another typical late appearance. So finally, Ashanti pulls up, probably like about 20 minutes, 30 minutes late. So she's out there trying to warm up the crowd. The DJ is playing his music or whatever, doing the best that she can. And then
He's doing the best that she
doing
can.
the best that they can.
Yo,
man.
son.
But
Yes.
Yo.
we ready to see the battle. Where's Keisha Cole? Keisha Cole ain't show up. You're like, she
gotta
not
get
there.
right, Prez. She gotta get right for you, son.
Man, listen, yo, you had plenty of time to get right, yo. This was months in the making, yo, months in the making. So
She was gonna wear the same outfit from when they canceled.
Nah.
No, she was looking right that night too, right? I mean,
I didn't even see it. I didn't see it that night.
Oh
I didn't see it that
man,
night.
okay.
But so we waiting. She, she's like a no show or something, and eventually she shows up. Whatever. No excuses, no apologies, no explanation. She's like, all right, let's go, let's get it.
She don't owe you no explanation.
Yeah.
Cold.
Damn right, she owed me an explanation. I want to know what happened.
But you know what? I'll tell you what happened. And Sade said it exactly. Keisha Cole lost. Yo, Keisha,
But this is
Sade said
Keisha Cole, she
lost.
It didn't even start yet.
No, even right, because first of all, she was late. So, you know what I'm saying?
Mad
She
late.
looked like she looked like Lauren Hill in the situation, you know what I'm saying? So not only did you look like Lauren Hill, but you got on verses and then you got beat looking
So,
like Conor McGregor out there.
oof, yeah, he did take an ass whip. That shit. But peep, so I'm watching it. The shit finally starts or whatever, and I'm watching it or whatever. It's just rocking, and I just got so tired, man. I was like, I fucking dozed off. I wake back up, and they still going, right? I'm like, damn, what the fuck is going on? Come to find out that they took a break. They took an intermission. I was like, huh? I was like, y'all made motherfuckers wait like a whole hour and a half, then
Oh
have
my
nerve to go
God.
take a break, like take a halftime and shit. So whatever, they ended up, coming back. But the funny part is when Keisha came back, when they came back, Keisha was like, I guess she was saying, I'm gonna go first. Shanti was like, nah, you went first last time. And Keisha was like, yeah, I know, that's why I'm going first now. Yo, what the hell is going on? Yo?
Oh my God.
So the shit was hilarious to me, man.
Oh.
Ashanti said, "No, you not."
She said, no, you not.
It was terrible.
So, but like, you guys felt like that it was really Ashanti though who won that.
Yeah.
You think she won that? Okay.
First of
Like
all,
I said, I didn't see enough of it, man. I fell asleep on shit.
I mean, like I kept going in and out, and then I rewatched the replay. It just looked horrible, man. Keisha Cole started trying to sing. She sounded off. And I'm just like, yo, stop doing that. Stop doing it.
Titties
Now,
was hanging
Shanti,
out.
yep.
Titties was about to pop out.
Shout out to Sade for that one.
Right.
It looked crazy. It just like she said, you had 3 months to get it right. 3 months.
It's not enough time, man.
3 months to
It's
do
not
a
enough
job,
man.
And of course, the comments, man. The comments is what be killing me, man.
Oh yes.
Them just be hilarious, bro.
They was losing it.
Relentless.
For real, man. And shout out to Swiss and Timberland. They be trying to fucking salvage that shit every time. Every time they be like trying to,
left.
Yeah, they be trying to like smooth it out, trying to like keep be politically correct and keep their composure and all that.
Yeah.
But they know that shit was trash. They know it. They know it.
But they can't admit it though. They can't say that.
Let me ask you a question. What do y'all think once 10 years from now when the world gets back to normal and they start
10
years from now, they're having concerts and people can go out and see shit live. You think they're gonna continue? Do you think they're gonna like do this versus thing? Like, you think they can move it out
That was the plan.
off the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the plan.
Okay.
They absolutely should.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's a dope concept. I mean, when it all works out, it's a dope concept.
Throw it on at the Roots picnic, if we ever get there.
But think about it though. This is going on. These versus battles, if you want to call it versus battles, have been going on for years and years.
Yeah, but it's been like
Sound Clash.
Sound Clash, of course.
Oh, then he's bringing it back
like
to
DJs.
yard. You're bringing it back to yard, Mario.
Like DJs and producers, but very rarely. I can't really remember too many like rappers are going against each other or singers going against each other on the same stage. I don't remember almost any. So
wait.
Too many egos.
Yo,
I just about to say that. Too many egos, right?
Back in the day.
They had a few. They had a few actually. Now that I think about it, they had a few. Remember Craig G and Super Nat?
What's like a freestyle
but that was
battle.
freestyle battle.
That's freestyle battle.
Yo, you just lost me.
You don't know who Supernatural is?
Of course we know who Craig. Of course I know who Craig G and Supernatural is.
Freestyle battles though.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with the verses, yo.
RS1 versus
that ain't the same, man.
It's not the same.
Busy B. You know what I'm saying? That's
MOD. Yeah, you know
that's
you know about the 81.
This is on record.
Put that bomb bullshit on.
Prez, I was with you.
You so fucking old, man. You probably there and shit, man.
And you said that it was a sound clash No doubt. That comes from Yard. Big up to the Yardies in the chat. Sade is a Yardie. BJ is a quarter Yardie. So, of course, you don't know. That's the original. Everybody know that a sound clash.
Respect.
But still, this versus is different. These are established artists.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 20 joints. You know what I mean? And they're all, most of them is hits. You know what I mean? So I think it's much different than anything that happened before. And of course, going on the tour, of course, is the plan afterwards, G.
That'd be
you know
dope.
they're gonna sell out when the world open back up. They selling out every arena.
Now, honestly, we kind of did see a versus. If you wanna go there, you know what I'm saying. We saw an early clip of the versus that actually turned into a versus. So when we went to Roots Picnic and we saw Jadakiss and Fab hit the stage, you know, they was kind of going back and forth with their joints, with their hits, and them same joints was on that versus battle that they had.
Okay.
So that's you know, it's
I don't remember too much of that Roots Picnic, that part. I don't remember too much of that.
Yeah, I think we know why, G.
Yeah, I don't remember too much. I was there. I was standing there, but I don't remember too much, man. What was going on?
Your body and your soul had already lifted up levitativity
into the sky, floating with the clouds.
But Lou Hall segue into Trey Songz wilding out with the white cop with a gun in the stands at Kansas City. I definitely want to wrap it up by letting D know that this is going to be an incredible Super Bowl. I'm not talking to Prez. He's been boycotting the NFL. I don't know if Jay-Z's, you know, when he stepped in, I don't know if that made him, you know, able to watch pro football again. But I know he loved the sport. He don't follow baseball too much, but he followed the football. How we doing? Are we supposed to, who we supporting now? Are we boycotting? Who's canceled? Jay-Z not canceled. We supporting NFL Super Bowl, Prez? What we doing this year?
I don't know, man. I'm still thinking about it.
He's still on the fence.
Still on the fence, man.
Even though we have a black returning quarterback.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
so,
indeed.
So who's in the Super Bowl right now?
I know who's in it. You know what I mean? I'm not oblivious to the players and to the teams.
I mean, no, but who is it? Who's in it though?
Who's in it?
Come on, y'all gonna disrespect me?
No, I'm saying I don't know. I literally don't know. Shit, I'm literally asking.
You really don't know? Okay.
And our listeners might not know.
Funny. Okay. So for Kansas City, the Kansas City Chiefs, you know, you got the repeat Super Bowl winners from last year.
Oh, they won last year. Oh, okay. I ain't even know that.
You didn't know they won last year?
I don't watch football, nigga.
Worse than me.
I watched football like 10 years, man.
Worse than me, man. Yeah, so the Kansas City Chiefs with what's this dude's name? I just drew Mahomes.
Okay, I know him.
Pat Mahomes, right? Yeah. Pat Mahomes at the quarterback. I know the tight end is Kelsey.
He's a black man. Come on, man.
I know, but listen, I don't be following that much. I catch little bits and pieces.
Yo, Jay-Z said it was cool to watch the NFL again.
I don't listen to Jay-Z.
So yes, you do. Yes, you do.
You're Brooklynite.
Yes,
you're Brooklynite.
I was about to say
all you do is talk.
Insult my intelligence.
But so he's the Kansas City Chiefs, they representing the AFC. On the NFC side of the ball. You got the legendary old man GOAT Tom Brady with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers, bro. The man went down south. He took his talents down to not South Beach, but Tampa Beach.
Tampa Bay,
and then ended up taking them to the Super Bowl.
Crazy.
And not only that, a teammate of his from the Patriots followed him over there. Rob Gronkowski.
Oh,
Gronk.
Damn.
Yeah.
Known for partying, wilding out, getting twisted, making IG videos looking crazy. And drunk in the streets, white boy wasted.
Yo, so what was the Bucks record last year?
7-9.
Wow. So this dude, I mean, it's clearly not even a contest. Not even this dude is clearly the greatest ever and shit. It's not.
This would be. He got 6 rings, I think. This would make number 7. and he's been 10 times. I think this is gonna be his 10th time.
This is his 10th appearance.
10th appearance,
Damn.
six
6
championships.
rings.
He's fucking LeBron, right?
And
he's fucking LeBron for the NFL and shit.
I'm not even a fan, but you gotta give respect where respect is due, man.
Word up.
Yeah, they even
he's
saying
doing that.
they saying that this proves that the rings in New England were more from his doing than it was Belichick. Like,
wow,
because he went to a whole nother team, a whole new coach, a whole new system,
crazy.
and ended up taking him to the Super Bowl.
That's crazy, man.
Big up to the New York Giants representing my giant blue in the background. The only got two. Brady can't beat the New York Giants in the Super Bowl. Got 2 L's against
Brady
the
killer.
Giants.
Brady killer.
Yo, speaking of New York, oh man. Shout out to them Buffalo Bills, man. I really thought them boys was gonna take it. Bills Mafia. It's going crazy.
That's the only reason why you saying that, because of Benny the Butcher makes the song for the Buffalo Bills. Come on, man.
Well, man, listen, I've been following Buffalo culture ever since them boys came out, man.
Well, if you think about it, right, really and truly, the Buffalo Bills is the only team that really represents New York. They're the only one that play in New York.
Facts.
The Giants and the Jets play in New Jersey.
Okay.
The Buffalo Bills are the ones that play in the state of New York.
There you go.
Facts.
Oh, get a load of Prez.
Get a load of Prez, man.
Okay.
Word.
Even though Prez, when you are out of state, when somebody said they're from New York, they say they're from Buffalo. You're like, oh, okay, that's not really New York.
That's not really New York.
Nah, we talking about the 5 boroughs and shit on Long Island and something. But it's all good.
And then shout out to Green Bay too. I was looking forward to seeing Green Bay. We got fam out there.
Okay, that's what's up.
His name is Shannon Sullivan. I believe he's a end. I think he's Pops. Go ahead and put it in the chat. What position he plays? But yeah, shout to them. I was really looking forward to them going. And just those plays at the end of the game this weekend. Yeah, it wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look.
That's all good though, man. All right, so we got a good Super Bowl coming up. Y'all saying?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh yeah,
should be good. That's why
Super Bowl parties are absolute super spreaders.
I may check it out.
Super Bowl parties will be the new spreaders and shit, without a doubt, yeah.
And shout out to Pops. He's a defensive back.
Okay.
Shandon Sullivan.
That's what's up.
Number 39.
39.
And
there you go, Pops. That's what's up.
One other Super Bowl fact. This is the first time that the home city that's hosting the Super Bowl has a team in the Super Bowl.
Shit.
Yes.
The first time ever?
First time ever.
First time ever.
That's crazy.
Because if I'm not mistaken, when it was in Jacksonville, and I believe that was the same year that Jacksonville Jaguars
they made a run.
Became that expansion team. It was they almost made it. When I tell you they almost made it, that was real tough. I remember that year. That was tough. They would have made that first one.
That's what's up. All right. Look forward to it, man. I might check it out and shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
But yo, man, go ahead to wrap this up. Man, yo, want to give a big shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all rock with us the entire show, man. Big shout out to B.J. Big shout out to Big Brian. What's going, brother? Keyshawn. Yes. Linda Maldonado, Big Lou Hall Senior, Sade in the building. And Kia is still hanging in there, man. We definitely appreciate all the love, y'all.
Oh, Mike, Jack, NG. Yo, big up to everybody in the chat hanging with us tonight. That's what's up.
Yo, shout out Bernie, man. Shout out Bernie Sanders, yo. He held it down.
Bernie held it
you know
down,
what I mean?
Yo, he was in the chat. He had his coat, he had his mat, and he had his scarf, and he was like this.
That's my people's, man.
No doubt. He didn't want to chat publicly, but we were hollering at him behind the scenes.
He should be sleeping right now, but he's
I'm
still
sure he
here.
is and shit. Yeah. Hey, yo, my people, that's gonna wrap up, man. Belligerent State of Mind. This is the Beats Pods and Life Network, man. You can check us out on social media. We on Instagram right now. That's at Beats Pods and Life on Instagram. You can check me out personally. That's Dame Ben Dope. That's on Instagram. It's on Twitter too, but I don't really tweet this shit, man. I don't really fuck around with Twitter, man. But that's pretty much it. Hit us up by email, beatspodsandlife@gmail.com. Like I said, Beats Pods and Life Network. We got a lot of shit coming out this year. Working on a lot of different shows, man. Anybody trying to get down with the crew, just hit us up by email. Let us know. You know what I'm saying? We can all grow together, man. Because we all, you know what I'm saying, we all starting off. We all trying to get to a certain level, man. So y'all got a show that you currently currently working on, or you have an idea for a new show, let us know, man. Make it happen, yo. All right, my man Big Lou. Oh no, who? Prez?
Prez.
Go ahead,
Yes,
bro.
sir. Yes, sir, man. Thanks for rocking with us, yo. Shout out to everybody that was with us in the chat. You can definitely check me out on IG at Rep1804. That's REP1804. Holla at your boy. And just as a shameless plug, I got my own podcast dropping soon. Soon, yo. Coming soon to the airwaves near you.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
What up, y'all? This your boy Lou Hall as well. I'm here. You can definitely check me out on Instagram as well as with Snapchat. That's going to be Lou Hall is IZ back BACK. Lou Hall is IZ back BACK. Definitely hit me by the email. I definitely make beats. I rhyme. You know what I'm saying? I can host shows. Whatever it is that you need, we can make it happen. Email me, Lou Hall 803 at yahoo.com. Lou Hall 803 at yahoo.com. Also hit me as well on Facebook. I'll follow you back. It's going to be Lewis Hall Jr. or Lewis Hall. You'll see the background and know it's definitely me. So yo, holla at your boy.
That's what's up. I think he got an email called IamTheConnect@gmail.com. He does everything. So call him bro, man.
I make beats, I rhyme, I cook, I chef, I teach.
Hey, well, shoot. If you want to get into it, I can cook too. So you know, we can get
yo,
into
we see the
grill, man. We seen the grill.
Yes.
Oh man. So what's up? This is Recess. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I want to say that y'all got the juice now, just like Demetrius Tripp in RZA's movie on Netflix called Cutthroat City. Demetrius Tripp is actually the actor that played Tupac in All Eyes on Me. Anyway, I'll be talking mad smack about that on Twitter at Southside Recess. And I'm on IG at GETDAFUCOUTAHERE at Get the Fuck Out of Here.
Get the fuck
out of here. One more time. RIP to the mama, man. Peace to the mama, yo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely.
Peace to the GOAT.
Peace
Hammer
to the
and
GOAT.
Hank.
Peace to the GOATs, man. All right, y'all.
Word.
We out.
All right, man.
See y'all next week. Peace.